Greetings, Flesh Wound Horror freaks, and welcome to Flesh Wound Horror Live. Thank you for staying up with us tonight. I am Daniel, Flesh Wound Dan, or Daniel.
Are you sure?
Keeping it, official, I guess. Flesh Wound Dan. I am joined today by
Inmate
18730
on a motherfucking cap.
The artist formerly known as the Predator. How goes it?
We are live.
We are live, and he is still in jail. Jussie's out, the Todd's in. The world's not a fair place.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna be in it about as long as him. I'm gonna. Hey, I can't say the other. I was gonna. I'll just let it go. I'll just go have my jello.
We're also joined by Pugs Dread.
What up? Namaste.
And Mike Kruger.
What's up, you sick motherfuckers?
So, excited to be here tonight. Late night, or this depends what coast you're on. If you're
Late night, early morning.
Your guys' area, it's not that late. So,
Happy daylight savings, all that nonsense.
Absolutely.
We could make Kruger wait an hour for us.
Yeah, right. It's like it's an advantage, like, because you don't need to change your clocks living in Arizona. But I mean, apparently with that bill, we're not going to have to worry about any of that bullshit much longer. So
you think that is done? I don't know. I kind of like getting that extra hour. I mean,
that's normal time. So this time is the time that will be going away.
I understand, but I'm saying, like, you get to that moment, it's like, oh yeah, I got an hour.
Oh, like looking for it every year? I can live without that. That's fine.
I mean, I liked it when we were traveling to wrestling shows because we wouldn't have to leave as early. But other than that,
yeah, like when I come home from Arizona or vice versa, it's like nice.
Yeah,
I'm for it. I'm for it. I think everybody should get a vote.
You would, Boomer Dan.
Well, I take something good away. But anyway. Quick programming note. You will be seeing us again tomorrow for our X review. So mark that on your calendars. We'll have pretty much fresh from the theater review of X. I know everybody's really excited for that one. So mark.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to break out in time, so you guys may just have to do it without me.
Well, that's fine. We understand. But it's happening one way or another. It's, life on the inside is tough, and Todd's got to do what he's got to do. So tune into that. And a shout out to Indy in the chat. Hope everybody's doing great tonight.
What up, Indy?
What's up, Indy?
We'll get right into it tonight.
Yes, X is only available in cinemas for the time being.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah. It feels like most stuff now has gone back to that, unless it's just my imagination. Or
there's a smaller window though, but like all the A24 stuff has pretty much been theaters.
Yeah. So,
but they tend to show up pretty quick after a couple weeks, 3 weeks.
Was that Uncharted movie day and date?
No, I would have watched it already.
It's been out in like 3 weeks.
Okay, that movie is a milestone for me. I have not fallen asleep in a movie theater in a long time. What a piece of shit, from what I saw, anyways.
Well, I won't tell Ozzy. He saw it like 3 times.
My God, what
He's
is
a fan of games, right?
I was gonna ask. He loves the game.
He's a video game guy. He's like too excited for Sonic 2. Also.
Yeah, I think I only played the first video game, and other than that, I never could really get into the story. Wasn't my bag.
He was telling me all this stuff about the video game, how it acts as a prequel, so he was all about it. So I guess if you like the game, it's probably going to do better.
I just don't want to watch some Hot Topic.
Then don't watch it.
Why do you go see movies you don't want to see?
My niece loves the Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, there you go, Tom Holland.
Okay, but why did you have to go?
She asked me to go, and I hated it. Like I said, I was going to hate it, and I fell asleep.
You had a good nap, dude. It's a cool room, dark. You're in a place you love.
Loud.
All the jokes I can't say anymore.
It is not. Did
Damn,
you like
it?
it, Todd?
It was all right. I mean,
Todd like what?
Uncharted. You liked it?
Oh.
I didn't hate it. It was like a one-time popcorn movie. I mean, I'd rather watch that than The Mummy Returns.
Well, yeah,
Fuck off.
Come on.
I haven't seen Uncharted, so I can't say, but The Mummy Returns is awesome, Todd. You're on crack.
I will watch Mummy.
Guard.
I will
Check
just
his
watch The
pocket.
Mummy again if I want to watch The Mummy Returns.
I agree with that. I would take Mummy Returns over it.
The Mummy Returns is what like ruined my summer blockbuster seasons for years.
You're a madman.
I just like was sitting in the theater realizing it's the exact same fucking movie I watched a year ago or 2 years ago. Oh wait, instead of the big sand face, it's a big water face.
Yeah.
And then the worst CGI.
We get Jack Hanna.
The worst CGI in the history of cinema.
Oh, the CGI rock.
The Scorpion King design with on hind legs. That's the one they should have went with. That looked fucking badass. You've all seen that, right?
Yeah,
when the Scorpion King, when he's like standing up and he still has the tail, like he looks like like hopefully one day Spider-Man villain. Yeah,
I remember sitting in a theater, and I mean, what is that? It's maybe not 20 years, but what, 15?
No, it might be 20, dude.
Closer to 20. Yeah, you're right. I remember sitting in the theater thinking, wow, this looks like fucking crap. So I gotta say, I don't think The Rock would fit in that. Oh, but hey, it was the start of
Look where we are now.
His rise to be the biggest star in Hollywood. But anyways, well, you got a little bit of a bonus review for Uncharted and Mummy Returns. You know where we stand.
See, and I'm stuck because like it's Dan and then Ozzy, and we disagree on everything. So
if Ozzy,
oh no,
I have to devalue that.
Ozzy doesn't like private school, and he sees Uncharted 3 times. I'm sorry.
Even I can't defend that. Like it makes a valid point.
If we were in middle school, I would shove Ozzy in a locker for that. I'm sorry. It's 3 times.
Okay.
Holland.
This guy, you and your fucking fantasy bullying. What happened to you recently? All of a sudden, you're all aggro.
You're right, Dan. There we go. Move on.
The bullying toughened him up, and he became the tribal chief. Come on.
Fantastic. Indie Phantom. He hasn't seen the Batman yet. It opens in China tomorrow. I hope we get to go. Fingers crossed. Hope everything's safe over there. Well, you need to. You need to.
I know.
But, yeah, since he lives in China and they had like that outbreak. So hopefully cinemas are open and you get to see it. See it a bunch of times.
I'm sure it wouldn't have stopped you either, Pugs.
I would have stormed. January 6th would have had nothing on me. One man wrecking crew. Let me in there.
Yeah, no. So, anyways, there you go. You got some bonus reviews.
It's banter, Dan. Just tell us what our first.
Some bonus. I ignored a very obvious bat joke there, so
Well, now it's out in the open.
Anyway, first review of the evening is the brand new film from writer-director Mickey Keating, and
Mummy Returns.
Mummy Returns. Now, off-season, and in this one, after receiving a mysterious letter, a woman travels to a desolate island town and soon becomes trapped in a nightmare. All right, so Mickey Keating probably might be a familiar name, kind of an indie guy, I guess you would say, but like an upper scale indie guy. His name's out there. He's known for movies like Carnage Park and Psychopaths and Pod. Very kind of known for high concept stuff on a low budget. And I was very curious to see this film. Kind of Lovecraftian horror, which is always right up my alley. And so from the very beginning, heavy influence from a number of movies, Messiah of Evil, The Fog, which is, needless to say, if you know anything about this one, Dead and Buried, The Beyond, Silent Hill, if you want something more recent. Heavy influence from all kinds of stuff. I'm going to kick this off by saying the mood is fantastic. The atmosphere in this movie is just perfect. What a gorgeous looking movie. I'm buttering it up, but I do have some issues.
I think you mean lubing it up.
Lubing it up. That's the same thing. There you go. So this was like a nightmare. The look of this film, a nightmare fresh out of the mind of Lovecraft, and I was loving it. I
like big butts, and I cannot lie.
It suffers. There's not much of a story. Like, this is a movie that you can't really spoil. Like, it's pure mood, and there's been a lot of films recently that's been enough. And I did enjoy it because, goddamn, at the beginning, but the second act or so, it really starts to run out of steam. There's just not a lot there. And it's so gorgeous, and I wanted to like this one more. Mickey Keating's kind of hit or miss with some people. Like, you'll find some that think that will list him as like a new master of horror, and others way overrated.
Yeah, I didn't like Psychopaths. I liked Pod though. I think.
Yeah, Pod I think was one of his lower budget.
That was the Alien one, right?
Yeah.
That one was all right. I mean, nothing that I've seen from him has been fantastic though.
No, in terms of like, I really thought, I was like, oh, here we go, another wasteland for me for the beginning, and it just the script, the story, it really fails this one for me, and it's just too bad. But it's not, like I said, I will even watch this one again, so it's kind of weird. But what did you think, Kruger?
I agree with you. Like, as far as getting the tone right for a Lovecraftian story, I mean, damn, they did a fantastic fucking job. And I also thought, like, the soundtrack and, like you said, the cinematography reminiscent to The Fog with the setting and everything. You could definitely see a few different Carpenter influences. Something that, you know, we see in the trailer with the tentacles, like that whole scene was total The Thing influence too. Yeah, I'm with you though. This one, like the first half, I was like super excited, and then the second half just left me disappointed. It seemed like just kind of your basic scares that popped up, and it was very much leading into this grand reveal in the end, and it didn't live up to, you know, the reveal that we got. And then the one thing that just felt like a swift kick to the balls was the epilogue. I thought that fucking scene and everything was so goddamn stupid. Like, I just thought it was cringy as hell. And the movie should have just ended before that. It was so unneeded. And like, overall, I mean, it's not a bad watch. I can see some hardcore Lovecraft fans loving this, but I don't know. I'm just not one of them.
There's something about seaside horror for me just in general, and I just loved being in this world. And Richard Brake, also I should point out, their horror, becoming a horror legend, fantastic.
Yeah. No, he's a horror legend, I would say.
There's a lot here to love. It's more of a, like I said, I think this is worth seeing. It's one of those movies like, man, you were
I think
how about you? Go for it.
I was just gonna say, I think with Richard Brake though, even like his character, I felt like they didn't use him like to his fullest potential either. Like, I wish he would have been more of an intricate part of the story, and like that whole long piece of dialogue he had in there. I mean, granted, it works for him when he's acting crazy, but there were certain parts of that I was just like, I kind of wish he was doing something else right now.
Since The Rock came up, I don't know if anybody even remembers him stealing the show
in Doom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he played the weirdo.
Never seen it.
I still need to watch it, I guess.
Same.
Like, the thing that's wrong with that movie is they didn't go with the old school Doom designs. They went with Doom 3, so it pissed a lot of hardcore fans off because they went in.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are demons. They just look different, but yeah, I get what you mean.
One day I'll watch it. This one though, this was one I was concerned about talking about because I didn't like it at all. And when you were like, "Oh, it's like The Fog," and I was like, I liked one, like maybe Silent Hill. I was like, yeah, and The Beyond. And I think it's well known here. I don't like that fucking movie. So like this one, I was thinking like, oh, it's gonna be like Suspiria for me, where I like this remake. because like the first, it's very influenced by the Beyond. And I'm like, and the first act or so, I was interested, and then it just took a fucking deep dive to shit town for me. I was bored out of my mind. This felt like homework, and it was a damn chore. It is a pass for me. It looks great, but nah, not for me. Fuck this movie.
It's a shame too, because I mean, atmosphere means so much, and I think it's overlooked nowadays. But this did need a little bit something more, and its
potential was there, so I'll give him that. But damn.
Great build up. Great build up.
I wouldn't go that far. Like I see where it could have gone, and it could have been really fucking awesome. But then it took a left and went on the Beyond path. I'm like, I can't follow you, bud.
I'm amazed you don't like the Beyond. I forgot about that one.
A lot of people are.
That's actually my least favorite out of the Gates of Hell trilogy.
I fuck with Gates of Hell.
I've said this, I get why Pugs doesn't like it, and I get Suspiria. Both of those are all style over substance, so I get it. I love them both anyway. See, I was going to say I'm with Pugs till he brought up the Beyond again. But yeah, I was bored too. I was like, God, these guys are going to love it. I'm going to be the asshole who hates it.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, here we go with the fucking Beyond heat.
But yeah, I was like, I can't even argue though the look and all that stuff. But it just made me. I'm like, I'd rather be watching The Fog.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like I said, it's influenced, but it's not the flaw.
I'll give you this. It is 100 times better than the Fog remake.
I was going to say that.
Oh well, yeah.
We need to. That's a commentary nightmare.
I've never seen it.
Well,
you never seen The Fog?
No,
remake.
the remake. I've seen
Oh, you're good. Yeah. I mean, if you want torture for that one's pretty bad. So
only one, the Last House on the Left.
Last House on the Left, I'll watch 100 times before I ever try to do The Fog again.
It's been a decade. I'm willing to give it another chance.
Future show. Put that down.
Last House or The Fog, God.
Last House. Well, The Fog's been like closer to 20 at this point. Last House like turned 10 last year, I think.
Yeah. The Fog remake, every time the second remake of Black Christmas comes up, I'm like, there's only one movie that might be worse than that. And I don't care enough to go back and find out, and that's The Fog remake. So anyways. Well, guess we'll go ahead and rate off season. So my rating's still fairly high. I am a 3.5. But that gives you that idea, like if they had just that last act or so, the second act were just sort of like, oh man, something. And like I said, you can't really spoil this. And apparently the trailer, which I didn't watch, gives away a lot. It's not a lot to spoil here. And I agree, Kruger, that last scene just cut it out. They didn't need that at all. 3.5 for me. So it is what it is.
I'm going to give Kruger's rating first. Well, he gets back on here. He is a 2 out of 5. And I feel I'm being generous with this. I am a 1 out of 5. I did not like it.
You're being generous because I'm a 1.
Yeah, see?
I'm curious to see. I don't know anybody that's really watched this yet. I'm kind of curious to see where people fall, because I can see 5 stars. I could see 1 stars. I think this one will be all over the place. But
I think this one will be pretty in the middle with a few loving it. But
yeah, I think it's gonna be the opposite. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious. If as always, if you do watch this, please comment or post your review in the comments. We really appreciate it.
We only get the strong opinions when it's free on streaming services.
Yeah, all these cheap fucks with their.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go.
Well, which is why the Scream hate's starting, because now it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I haven't really seen how the reviews have settled on Scream. Actually,
they were all positive for the people who actually wanted to see
the franchise, and shocker, all these fucking arms. I know it. Again, stop fucking dangling that carrot, Todd.
I said it. Halloween Kills. What was the last one?
Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, all the ones that like people who normally wouldn't watch them. I'm not saying Dan's incorrect by him not watching them, but there's like a whole gaggle of people that wouldn't have ever went and saw it. That, yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll get back to Kruger for his
2 out of 5.
Oh, 2 out of 5. All right, sorry. All right, let's move on to our next movie. I'm really curious to talk about this one, actually. Not to give any opinion away on it, but I'm just curious. And that is the new film Shut In from director DJ Caruso. And in this one, when a young mother is barricaded inside a pantry by her violent junkie ex-boyfriend, she must use ingenuity to protect her 2 small children from escalating danger while finding an escape. So some background on this one. We reviewed Run Fight Hide or Run Hide Fight. I don't know why I always mix that up, but the sort of die-hard school shooting knockoff film. We reviewed that a while back, and it comes from a really weird source, the Daily Wire, which is, if you're unfamiliar, like a conservative Ben Shapiro radio. I guess I'm using that right. Radio, podcast, whatever group. So I remember when we went in to review Run, Fight, Hide, it was kind of like, I don't know. But we ended up liking that movie.
I loved it.
I was going to say, Bugs heard school shooting. He was in.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah, it was fun. It was.
If Dan would have been at that school, he would have bullied them all and nothing would have happened.
That one was weird though too, because you wouldn't expect like Daily Wire, a diehard school.
Well, they didn't make it; they bought it.
Yeah, so. Well, yeah, and that's what I'm getting to. That one was acquired. So Shut In, from what I understand, is the first like in-house original.
Yes.
Yeah, like
first original.
And I know they have that Gina Carano Western that's apparently good buzz coming. So anyways, going into this, see, this felt a little more like it came from Daily Wire. Now, it doesn't like beat you over the head necessarily. In fact, I remember years ago with in my Creep Show radio days with Melissa, we were like, what are we not reviewing? Like, what have we never really touched? And I think maybe she brought up is like, you know what, Christian horror. At the time, there was stuff like Left Behind and these like Christian apocalyptic movies, and which I had not watched any of them. I got through about 2, and I was like, oh, fuck, Melissa, I can't do this. This is shit.
I'm open to do the Nicolas Cage remake. Just saying it now.
There you go. We might tackle the Cage one, but anyways, I got through a couple, and I was like, you know what, hey, the Exorcist is a religious horror flick, of a sort. Saint Maud, although not so much as like you think towards the end. But so yeah, we tackled it, and I couldn't get through it. Now this movie is not quite that bad. In fact, it's not even close to that bad. But I could see kind of the God message that is there, maybe annoying some people.
That went over my head. I didn't pick up on that at all.
You should ask me, because I'm the one who's going to get really annoyed by that, and I didn't think it was. Like,
you didn't think so?
No,
I didn't see it either.
It doesn't hammer you over the head, but this felt like a Daily Wire movie. Again, I'm not saying it's not Left Behind or what was that other one? Omega Code.
Yeah, but did I miss the religious part? Where was that?
It's got a pretty heavy faith message. I mean, I don't want to like. It's not. Really
I think it has to do with the Bible and the cross and how. The Bible thing comes into play later.
Thank you for
movie, but but anyway,
I'm sensitive to that. Well, not sensitive. I noticed that shit didn't even click with me. So
I could see this one being more, because, like, I'll be honest, that first one we reviewed, I was like, I think you're good, and anybody that wants to watch it, because it didn't. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say there's a bit of a if you're digging, maybe there's a pro-gun message in there. But for the most part, that was just a fun, bloody action flick. This, I don't know. All right, the good first. It's always a treat to see Vincent Gallo.
Fuck yeah.
And that was the thing that really caught my eye. I was like, oh, wow.
I wonder how much he got paid. I know it's not sperm money.
You can buy that off his website, I believe, right now, right?
Got jars of it.
Hey,
not anymore.
Shots. That will be worth a lot of money, so anyway. So yeah, that was a treat. I was like, oh man, awesome.
Literally the best part of the movie, for sure.
It is the best part of the movie, but they never really set him loose. And I don't want to give away.
That's kind of a good thing, Dan.
No, but I'm saying there wasn't like, I really wanted to see more menace, and he was kind of neutralized for a
that
good
was
deal
a
of the
pretty
movie.
big menace, Dan.
Not really. No, I didn't think it was that much of a menace at all. The suspense was not there in this movie for me.
You don't have a kid. I don't either.
That's exactly what
I don't either, but I'm like, imagine that being your pet.
Or your niece or someone.
Yeah, but again, it didn't sell that scary scenario for me at all, really. I mean, the boyfriend character was, probably fairly realistic, but it was more of a dipshit. I didn't find him that intimidating.
Well, you're also not an 80-pound girl.
I understand. I'm just saying. I don't know. Hey, tag you in. Did you guys love this one? Because I didn't think you would. And
no, I didn't love it, but I liked it. And don't get me wrong, had it gone into that fucking super dark place where we hear some shit, this movie would have been an absolute fucking probably number one on my list if it would have went there.
I thought they might have, because we could just hear.
Yeah, and hearing that little girl cry, like, she was adorable. Like, nothing bad happened to her. Please,
never.
So I was entertained by it, but like there was places it could have went that I would have been like, this movie is a must watch for everybody. But for me, it was like maybe just above middle in the road. Homegirl can act. Like her choice of accent was a little weird. Kind of, for me, it went in and out. I don't know, but anytime she was on, it was her and Vincent. I felt the tension because he even without him being a possible junkie, he looks like one in real life. He's a creepy looking dude. You roll up your window. Like, I don't want nothing to do with him. Some of you cross the street. He's one of those guys. So like,
at the beginning,
yeah. So like, he totally worked as a antagonist. So I don't understand that part at all, Dan. And the religious thing fucking flew over my head. I didn't give a shit.
It's not that bad. I guess that'll depend on who watches it. I could see some that Daily Wire movie. I think they might feel it a little bit more with this one.
I wonder if it's because you're so familiar with that material from going through all that as a kid. Like all the
religious stuff, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, weigh in, guys. If you, I do think this felt a little more like pro-faith. Again, not like Left Behind level, but
Well, no, but like I said, it didn't even click with me. But like
I thought it annoyed the shit out of you, Todd. I thought you were gonna slam this one.
It's not heavy-handed. Like I don't think it was heavy-handed at all. Like, because again, you guys had explained to me. Well, Kruger, it's like, the crucifix and the Bible. Oh, okay. But I was like, I thought she was gonna try to get that and use it as a stab. Like, oh yeah, they stabbed him in his fucking hands and feet. Well, why can't I do that to this fucking guy?
Well, I mean,
yeah. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Not a fucking home run, but I say press play if you want. What about you, Mr. Kruger?
I mean, I thought it was decent. Like, I definitely felt for the mother and being in that situation, being locked in the closet and your kids are on the other side of the house and they're so little. I can feel the terror of that situation playing out. I will say there's a couple of decisions she made that really started to piss me off. Like, first off, she went to sleep way too much. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if I would be sleeping overnight when I'm locked in the closet. I'd probably be doing everything I can every moment of every hour of every day to get out of the fucking thing.
I'm breaking that door down, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. That seemed a little hokey to me, and just a couple of the decisions she makes with the antagonist towards the end, I'm like, come on, fucking do it. And the ending also, I felt like it could have definitely been better. I would have preferred dealing with the actual antagonist that we got through the whole thing rather than the boyfriend. But overall, I mean, it's a decent watch and it's an okay thriller. But I would never watch it again. But I could see some people really liking it, especially if you have kids.
This is a dark
remake with Tom Cruise.
No, see, I think this is the dark, gritty remake of Baby Boom.
The Diane Keating movie?
Yeah. This is the dark, gritty version of that. Tell me I'm wrong.
Another thing.
Kruger's like, I don't know what the hell these guys are talking about.
Don't worry about it, Kruger. You won't like that movie.
Did you think the lead actress was a little too perfect looking for a junkie or recovering junkie?
No, definitely not.
I don't know. I feel like
she was only doing it. She wasn't doing it that long.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess they don't establish how long, but and I don't know where this took place. It sounded like maybe West Virginia, and it's like
the junkies dance.
Those are not. There's not a lot of junkies that look like her. I don't know.
She said that she was clean for 2.5 years too. So I mean, like, it's not like she was actively using. I mean, we definitely saw the effect of the people that were actively using, which I thought was well done. Like, they definitely made everybody look like actual meth heads.
Yeah.
Is this why you shout out to? Oh, never
mind. But yeah, Vincent Gallo. I just wish that wasn't neutral. His character wasn't neutralized so much, but by far the highlight. More Vincent Gallo. Just he should be popping up more. But anyways, all right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and.
Well, I guess it's time for me to phone check Dan because he just skipped me.
Oh, my bad. God.
Okay, we started talking about Baby Boom.
Yeah, you talked about Baby Boom.
I know Pugs talked about Baby Boom. I like small movies like this, little small surround, set. I did enjoy it. I don't think, it's something I could watch again, but I don't think I'll have the urge. So I enjoyed it. Now, I will say, speaking of small movies with intimate settings, sorry, Kruger. So if at the end we would have went full Shadow in the Cloud, I would have been pumped.
All of a sudden.
She does the lines, goes out, just starts effing him.
Dude, he's got to throw the ninja kick at her, and she's got to block it. It's the most absurd fucking thing ever. You see this fucking gremlin bat creature trying to ninja kick fucking Chloe Mendez.
Now I want to watch that again.
I was entertained, even when that movie. That movie gets freaking stupid, but it was.
Yeah. I was because the first half I wasn't expecting it to be so fucking dumb, and I was all into this creature feature, and then
good. Yeah,
and then we got this weird fucking pro-feminist action flick, and I'm like, oh, come on.
But it was so stupid that
it went full circle for you.
Maybe Black Christmas needed a CGI gremlin, and it would have all been good.
Little bleeding statues came to life, and
no statues.
The whole room.
Basically, the Argonauts. It's just a bunch of dudes, a bunch of bros, just come to life, and it's like Jason and the Argonauts. I'm always booking a better movie. Any closing thoughts on Shut In?
Now you could say we can rate it, Dan.
Now we can rate it. Didn't really click all that much for me. It has its moments, but I'm a 2.
Oh well, I may have liked it the most here. Then I'm gonna give it a 3. Dark and gritty, Baby Boom. Love it.
I'm a 2.5.
I'm with Pugs. I'm a 3 also.
Nice. And did anybody else want some fucking apple butter after? Because I really did.
Yeah, for real.
The only part that I was kind of on was that final shot when the text you had to read.
Oh,
I won't say what it was. I was kind of that was a little okay, yeah, I get it.
That was fine. That's That's just spoon feeding at that point. But
yeah, that's exactly. That's something I was kind of like, okay, we get it. All right. Well, there's people wanting to know why I'm in jail. Dan, I'll let you say.
He took a shit in Albertsons. In the deli.
Hey, next time they'll select white cheese the right thickness.
Right. I said paper thin, you fuck.
Did you ever see that video of I think it might have been a woman actually, which was shocking. Like I can't remember what fast food, but just like literally shit and then like threw it at the guy on the counter.
Yeah,
it's like the most disgusting thing.
She asked to use the bathroom and she wasn't a paying customer. So that's just, I do not understand the mental capacity to touch your own shit with your bare hand. It's fucking disgusting. Stop.
Dan's gonna like have a panic attack on here. Hey Dan, remember when you let the crackhead in the bathroom in LA?
What did you do?
Thing about California, and all right, I was going around.
I'm going to pause you before that. You need to change that into the thing about LA.
Well, LA. Although I seem to remember having similar issues in San Francisco. Although
that's another.
That's a whole. That's I don't know how it is now, but that was a fucking Chucky's paradise.
Yeah. So there's nowhere to fucking take a piss in Los Angeles or the surrounding area.
It's called the streets.
Have you smelled the areas? Fucking,
I think actually getting a body bag for the body bag match. I think that's what we were doing, and I had to pee. I think we were at Rite Aid or whatever it was, or
CVS. I think it was one of those.
And like, man, I had to go to the bathroom, so I was like, all right, fine, I'll just get the key, which is so annoying. And so as I'm going back, I spot like beeline, like this homeless guy, like as I'm going into the bathroom, like literally the door doesn't even close. And I hear like knocking. I'm like, what the shit? Like I had to just see that I went in there. So the second I finish and leave the bathroom, like just boom, like just in there. And as I'm dropping the key off him, I'm just like looking at the guy, hey man, like just so you know, it's like, yeah, junkie just rushed into the bathroom.
There's some druggie in there shooting out.
I could see him just like you know, it was like a fuck my life moment. Look, it's just
you ruined his day.
Well, I was like, what am I supposed to do?
No, you don't work there. Fuck it.
This is why you can't pee in LA, because it doesn't stop the junkie.
I felt bad. Like I told her, I was like, hey man, just I'm sorry. It's not whatever goes down in there is nothing to do with me. But anyways, yeah. Let people pee, man. People pee.
Was that my body bag match or was it someone else's?
Sage and Max.
Okay.
Yeah, we were like kind of like in a panic though, because like that body bag wasn't even. It's a good thing it wasn't you, because you wouldn't. You wouldn't have fit in that body bag.
It barely fits Sage.
I fit in that one that I did the body bag match with Insaniac, but barely.
I think you had a better body bag for that one, from what I remember. We were. We went to like multiple, like, where are we gonna get a body bag? And I don't think she was so much sealed in that body bag. I think Max kind of had to. Yeah,
kayfabe, man. Don't worry
I
about
don't.
All right.
Fit perfectly like a glove.
Yeah.
Like a glove. It was perfect. Anyways, side story. We rated this thing, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Moving on to our next.
Baby boom.
Bugs gives Baby Boomer 5.
4.5.
It's been a long time since I've seen Baby Boom.
Dude, watch that movie and tell me it's not the dark and gritty fucking updated version.
I haven't seen that movie since VHS.
You know, one that I haven't watched in a long time. Another 2-second side
Working
story.
Girl.
No, it actually dollar store run today, and I don't remember a whole lot about it. Do you remember the Goldie Hawn stripper movie Crisscross?
Yeah, I do.
I don't. Okay. She was a stripper?
Yeah, she was a stripper. I don't think it's like a stripper movie, but I know she was a stripper in it.
Damn, I'd like to see that.
there.
It's
She's
no
like
showgirls.
75 Pugs, you pervert.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, she's old enough, Dan. Her and her fucking daughter.
It was 92. She would have, yeah. Anyways.
Kate Hudson. I can't remember her name for a second. Yeah, that whole.
Yeah, I love Goldie Hawn. Well, I'm actually excited to watch it because I remember she was a stripper in it, and that is about it. So
That's all I need.
Dollar store special.
Review coming soon. Dollar Tree finds.
Yeah, we should just review like the random crap. I can never say no to like a Blu-ray for like $1 or $1.
Was Crisscross a Blu-ray?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't a Blu-ray.
There was one.
Yeah, I don't think there is on that one. There's a bunch of MGM DVDs there now. Like I got Red Corner, which doesn't have a Blu-ray as of now, which really interesting movie, really to watch nowadays. And God, I bought so much stuff from Dollar. It kills me too because every time I'm checking out, it's like a $50 haul.
Damn, quick.
Yeah, because it's like it's $1. I'm gonna just get.
Is yours still $1?
$1.25. Sorry, yeah.
I know. I was just curious.
They bumped it up. Also, they have lobster egg rolls there now, which is awesome. I'm not kidding. In the I don't know if it's the same in California, but yeah, check out that small little grocery section.
Yeah, I'm not eating lobster.
Yeah, I'm not eating lobster egg rolls from the dollar store, dog.
Well, if
it's like gas station sushi, you don't do that shit.
Yeah, no, not gas station sushi, but yeah, good. Kroger's got good, decent sushi.
Enjoy yourself, Dan. I'm not going to shame you for liking fucking seafood.
If I'm praying to the porcelain gods because of the lobster egg rolls at Dollar Tree, I will report it.
Praying or you're cursing?
I'm reviewing the lobster egg roll at Dollar Tree. We're doing a video. We're booking it right now.
Awesome. Live from the fucking bathroom.
Well, that is how the video ends. We'll just fade to black and you'll just hear me screaming. But anyway,
Dumber.
It's gonna, it's like full on Jeff Daniels right there. So anyways, there's too much. I think we've hit our peak for like toilet humor on this podcast.
Is that a challenge?
We'll see. Yeah, there's some movies. It may still come up.
If you want toilet humor, I've got a whole bunch for the last week and a half.
All right, so our next movie is a Shudder original from director Sam Walker, The Seed. And in this one, 3 young influencers head to the California wilderness to party and film a once-in-a-lifetime meteor shower for their social media channels. What starts as a weekend away in a remote luxury villa turns into a psychedelic tale of horror, death, and alien invasion. This is like what happens when we all get back together in California, I think. Kruger, what did you think of The Seed?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to this one just because of how bizarre the trailer looked. And man, this fucking was a good time. I love the soundtrack. Certain moments really added to the atmosphere of the whole certain scenes. Like especially when the alien's doing its like weird psychedelic thing. The soundtrack was just awesome. The fever dream hallucinations that we get in this are fucking awesome. Visual effects were great. The creature we get in this movie is the perfect balance between cute and creepy. And like this motherfucker is just an evil little son of a bitch. And I really liked the way it looked and just the fact that it was just, this little rubber monster. It reminds me of stuff that we don't really get that often nowadays. At least, I mean, we get some, like I know Full Moon had, what was it, Ouija's and stuff like that, but I don't know, that stuff isn't as to quality as I would like it to be. And this really just kind of blew me away with how bizarre that little creature is and the way the story plays out. I mean, it just reminds me of these weird sexually fucked up 80s movies that we used to get. And it was a really fucking good time. The characters I actually liked. I mean, they do have their moments where they're annoying, but it's on purpose. And I liked how Charlotte, the pet store worker, contrasts so much differently from, the 2 social media influencers. And, the story has these comedic moments that really balance out the weird, crazy, batshit insane insanity that we just get throughout it. And it all leads up to a really satisfying final act that kind of made me want to see a continuation of this story. I don't know if we'll ever get a sequel to this, but if we do, I mean, I would be on board. I mean, a swarm of these fucking things in a town would be really fucking awesome. And yeah, this is a great time. I think this is definitely going to make my top 10 this year. I mean, yeah, I just had such a fucking awesome time with this. And I think if you're into just bizarre, weird little rubber monsters, check this out for sure.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Bug?
Well, I kind of loved it. We had like these influencers that, you know, one of my favorite movies growing up was Clueless. So these girls reminded me of, like, that's how they interacted with the prissy, you know, just being really girly. And then they go to like I don't want to ruin anything, but this felt like a full moon movie that was a little more budget, and I don't know. This is hard to explain because it's a really good time, but it's also like heavy on the spoilers. Trust Kruger. This is awesome. Watch that shit. There is a scene that I really want to talk about, but I can't because that's a spoiler. But there's an old movie that it looked like it came from, and kudos from me. Brian, this is a good time. It's a breeze. What's that?
I said Brian Yuzna. There you go.
It's a breeze. Fucking press play, enjoy. This is great. I had a great time. I can't really see people hating on it. Like, there's nothing to hate. But I'm sure some asshole will find something. Dan?
Oh,
so you know.
I not like it that much.
Okay.
So that was a good segue. Sorry, I was gonna let you go before me, but
once it's had influence, we knew Dan.
Number one, man, you mentioned full moon. It would make me wish I was watching a full moon movie, late 90s full moon movie, Head of the Family.
Dude, those girls interacting with each other and the way it's shot, you don't think that felt like full moon?
No, I think this one really should have gone further with some of the more gross out and sexual elements. We just not too long ago, I mean, Fried Berry, I think that much better than this. I mean, that's a very acquired taste, but I did like Fried Berry a lot. Another one I'd throw out there is Anti-Birth with Natasha Lyonne from 4 or 5 years ago. I like that one a lot more. The story isn't really engaging here. I mean, yeah, there's moments, the turtle looking alien and everything where, yeah, right. Yeah, that was cool, I guess. But I don't know. Nothing really came together for me in this. There's a couple funny lines, like it looks like God shit in your pool. But for the most part, I don't know. I appreciated the practical effects, but there's a lot of pacing issues with this one. It's not a long movie, but it's another one where, I mean, it felt like maybe there's like 20 to 30 minutes of actual story here. It just didn't work for me. The alien did remind me of Eraserhead. I don't know if it
sure.
that hit for you guys also, but there's just not a lot here. I don't know. I didn't care about the characters at all, and I get it. Like,
question, Dan, not enough tits or what?
There really should have been more in here.
That I'll co-sign.
I mean, we got some at least.
A little bit. I wanted more. I felt like this is one of those films where they really should have amped it up. And
I wanted more of the gardener. He was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible. I don't know. This one, I kind of think more people will be in my camp. I don't know about.
Careful with putting people in camps, Dan.
But fucked up. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, some gore, sure, but that's about all there was for me. How about you, Todd?
I had a good time with it. I thought it was fun. It wasn't, it didn't take itself too seriously. It was a nice breezy, 85 minutes? I'm thinking off the top of my head. Yeah, I have no complaints. I mean, it was a good time. See, Dan said the the 90s full moon stuff. I can't argue. That's better stuff for me. But I do really like this one. It's no killer. It's no Evil Bong 2. I'll just.
If the girls were Barbie and Kendra, would that have made a difference for you guys?
Yeah.
Well, it would have been more endearing. Nobody's going to remember this film. Nobody's going to talk about it.
We'll see.
Nobody's going to talk about it 2 years from now, let alone 25.
I will be.
Nobody's going to talk about 90% of what we talk about in 2 years.
Oh, hey, some of that full moon stuff is still. It still has its fans. It still has its cult following. I don't know. This one, maybe a few people, but I don't know. We'll see.
I've been recommending this movie left and right. So
there's better. What was that other one we watched? Granted, not a dark comedy, but The Unnamed or The Untamed or.
Well, that's a different tone. Like,
way different.
Yeah,
I agree. That movie is fucking far superior, but like. They wanted that movie. There's no fun. This movie, they're like, let's have a little fun, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Weigh in as always. Indy liked it, so
I've
far
seen a lot of positive stuff on Facebook.
Okay,
more as of now, more positive than negative.
I was like, positivity on Facebook? That's not a thing.
I can see this being played on The Last Drive-In for fucking sure.
Yeah. 100%, and with them coming to get interviewed,
which would be awesome.
I'd be curious to see a little bit more. Even though I didn't love it, I'm still interested in.
I did like the fried berry comparison because that's kind of what this is for this year. This is this year's fried berry for me.
I actually like this over fried berry for me.
Yeah, I think this has a slight edge too, but.
Here's the difference. Fried berry, much like a greasy strangler, I think a lot of people hate those movies, and I understand. Those movies will be talked about 10, 20 years from now. I think those movies are
BULLSHITARTIST. I love that fucking scene.
Yeah, so this one,
we'll see. Maybe this will get a cult following. I mean, dude, who would have thought fucking Brain Damage and Basket Case would have gotten the following that they have now? I mean, come on.
I love that.
No, they're great. I love those movies too. But I would realm this into the same type of thing. I mean, the only difference is this is modernized.
Class though, is like a Basket Case.
Well, that's like top tier stuff.
Yeah, I would say Basket Case is the top of the line, but I would put it around the same as Brain Damage. I mean, it's just a way different. I mean, granted, I prefer movies from the fucking 80s and the 90s, but because this is a modernized story, I mean, I can't really fault it for that. And I think it has the same heart and spirit that those movies have.
Some tweener is gonna lose their shit over this movie, and it's gonna become their like all-time favorite. Like, have you seen this Deed? I saw it when I was a kid. It's fucking amazing. That's this movie.
That's the part Dan doesn't get mentally. Well, is that like this is going to be someone's brain damage? Like, that's the part Dan can't just like.
Hey, we'll revisit this show 20 years from now when we're all
when it's the number one movie of all time. Yeah,
you're right, Dan.
We'll see.
Thank you.
I'm gonna come back to this episode.
You're right, Dan. That's okay.
It's gonna just be called Dan's Right. That'll be the name of the episode.
Dan's all right.
I don't.
Again, I'm trying to behave.
Let's rate it. Let's rate it. Kruger, what say you?
I am a 4.5 out of 5. Fucking love this one.
Count me in as 4.5 out of 5.
Todd, because you'll be higher than me.
Why don't you go for it, Dan?
I'll go for it. I'm just a 1. Yeah, there's no cool effect,
1. Wow. Okay.
I just
get the fuck out of here.
That's correct.
I'll never watch this one again. I don't have any real reason to watch it.
It's no shadow in the clouds, right, Dan?
No shadow in the cloud. There's no. Does Chloe Grace? Does Chloe Grace Van Damme a CGI?
There it is. That's why you love that fucking movie, because of Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That's the one
Shadow
pass
in the Cloud is horrible.
JCVD.
Kind of horrible.
Oh my God! Hold on, Todd. Can we make that JCVD sign of the cross shirt, please?
Yes, we can do that.
Thank you.
Todd, what's your rating?
No, I didn't I say 4?
I think you might have muted yourself.
Oh, 4.
There you go. Now you said it. Good. All right. Sorry, I'm the turd in the punch bowl, guys.
You always
used
are.
to it, Dad.
I sing the praises of many things, just like this. All right. So
Christmas bikini bloodbath.
Yeah, Dan. You have
Why are you mentioning better movies? I mean,
you're a fucking madman, dude.
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Dan's favorite movie is Horn Dog Beach Party.
Cool, God. That is
that's too far.
Yeah.
You just don't get it, Dan.
None of us get it. You know?
Oh my god, I saw one of the actors in another movie we're gonna be reviewing soon, and I was like, oh God, help me. And I'll tell you off air which one.
Oh, okay. I think I might know. Maybe. We'll see. All right. So our next movie comes from Hulu, and from director Damian Power, and that is No Exit. During a blizzard and stranded at an isolated highway rest stop in the mountains, a college student discovers a kidnapped child hidden in a car belonging to one of the people inside. So this is actually based on
minor correction. It's streaming on Hulu. It's from Fox Searchlight or 20th Century.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
I know that's the little OCD in me kicking in.
That's fine. No, good catch. Because there's a difference. There's a difference. It's not like a Hulu in-house, so that's fair enough.
Well, technically it is because Hulu's owned by.
So why did you fucking correct me, Todd?
Because it's.
That's what he does.
Then maybe you should have gave C more than a 1.
There. You go. So yeah, it's based on a Taylor Adams novel, which I have not read, but yeah, I think it's a fairly popular book, I guess. So all right, No Exit. Kruger, what did you think of No Exit?
Well, I actually like this a lot. You know, it's not a horror movie, definitely more of a thriller. Yeah. But the one thing that really elevated this movie a lot for me was the cast. Cat in the Bag lady from the Amazon series, Them. Fucking love her, and to see her in this, I thought she was fantastic, just like she was in that series. Highly recommend Them on Amazon. Yeah, she was the older lady. She's fucking phenomenal in that series, and
she's great everywhere. But yeah, in Them, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Also, good to see Allstate commercial guy. I want to see him in more. Like he killed it. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker actually knows how to act. Like
he didn't have his little voodoo doll though from Major League, unfortunately.
I also liked our main character Darby, and I definitely felt for her. Coming from a rehab and everything. And, when we find out her mom has an aneurysm and her family's just, kind of pushing her away and she doesn't want to get there, but she goes anyways and ends up stranded in this really fucked up situation in a lodge somewhere, which everything, plays out. It says in the description, she finds a girl kidnapped, and the way everything played out and escalates and the twists and turns, I was just really engaged the whole time. And I thought this was a really good movie. Definitely worth a watch on Hulu, and yeah, check it out.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to like it as much as I did either. I thought it was pretty fucking cool. The entire cast was awesome. The was it I forgot the names, but the long-haired, the skinny dude, when he fucking flipped out over the cards, I lost my shit. That was hilarious. Yeah, Darby's awesome. I thought I wasn't gonna like her because she had a fucking attitude problem, but like it was all justified. Yeah, and then Allstate dude. Yeah, we need more of him. He was like
he didn't just do Allstate.
Look, he's known for Allstate. That voice is fucking soothing. Like I want him to be in more. Yeah. Him being his presence was fucking cool. I liked him a lot, and yeah, I was shocked at how much I enjoyed this. Is it amazing? I can't say it's amazing, but it's highly enjoyable. And dude, if you're already paying for Hulu, this is an easy fucking way to spend your time. So, yeah, I dig it. I don't want to give that away. Never mind.
Count me in the dig it camp because I did really enjoy this. I agree with it's more suspense than horror, but that's a whole nother thing. It's funny because I inadvertently made myself a junkie double feature because I watched 4 Good Days right before it. So,
you could have watched what the fuck was it? Shut In also.
Well, yeah, that's actually how I watched this. I was like, yeah. Okay,
I watched that like a couple days later, but yeah, I have a theme this week. I think I got to watch Requiem next.
Uh-oh.
S.
No.
I better not want the kids here. No,
Requiem for a Dream family movie night.
Sounds good.
Could be worse. Could be Serbian.
Could be Red Crocodile too, if you want to go with the drug fucking theme.
Requiem for a Dream. It's like it's kind of like Gia. Like I remember like watching Gia on HBO back in the day several times, and it took
tissue box in hand.
It took about like 16 years, I think, before I even know what the movie was about. I would never really like get past those scenes, but
I thought they were betting in the ass to ass scene. I was like, what are they betting on? How does he win? Is it the first one that busts? And later on I was like, oh, I'm dumb. These are tips. Make it rain.
We all win.
Now we need to do commentary for Requiem.
It's cool with me. Some fun, dude.
Yeah, wait. I think we've got some patrons in the chat. So you want to see the Requiem for a Dream watch along? We'll make
and Baby Boom.
And Baby
Dan
Boom.
said he's going to watch The Fog again.
Baby Boom. No, definitely not The Fog. That'll be one of those ones where I feel like the whole commentary will never talk about the movie. But
oh yeah, there would be a lot of shit talking.
A lot of shit talking. All right, so no exit for me. Yeah, definitely a thriller. Tons of standard thriller tropes. Not a bad thing at all. I can definitely see it reads like a typical thriller book. We're coming off Fresh, which is certainly the superior Hulu movie. Absolutely. I can't say it shocked me to that level. Dale Dickey and Dennis Haysbert, fantastic character actors.
Is it Allstate?
Allstate and that lady that's in everything. Pretty suspenseful. And at first I was a little for a while with this one, to be honest. And there's a couple twists that are kind of cool. You may or may not see coming. One, maybe you wouldn't. There's a lot of conveniences here. It's certainly a movie you can pick at, and I think you got to turn your brain off a little bit. It's not such a bad thing. I had a good time watching it. The villains certainly make some questionable moves. There's certainly that kind of Batman moment where it's just kill her. What are you doing? But I don't have any major complaints about this one. It's probably going to be a crowd pleaser for most people. Again, thriller, not a horror movie. Yeah, maybe just a little too wholesome for me. I don't know. Maybe as I get older, I'm just not wholesome. The ending, I didn't need that. Need a little more edge to it. I don't know. I don't know if the villains were great either. I kind of thought the villains were kind of dorks in this one, but
I kind of thought that was kind of the point.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, the complaint I expected from Dan, I didn't get.
What did you expect?
I expected the woman taking out the guys.
Well, she's not beating the shit out of them.
Yeah, she got her ass kicked pretty bad. So
yeah.
Well, still,
Dan's only okay with it if the woman gets beat a little bit first.
She out-thought them and everything that worked.
She out-fucked them?
That's what I heard too, but I wasn't going to say anything.
You just fucked them all to death.
Where's that movie?
I do.
I'm in Teeth.
Oh, I fucking love Teeth.
Wouldn't that be a turn in this one? if it became a vagina dentata movie.
Yeah,
like
but from the kidnapped one.
All I know is it would make the name No Exit mean something totally different.
Hey, it even worked. It would have been on par with Fresh, but no,
I'm not gonna argue.
Dan, start writing that script.
It's a one-time watch. It's a one-time watch, and it's fine. For me. Yeah. So, all right. I guess we'll go ahead and rate it. What say you, Kruger?
I was tossed up between a 3 and a 3.5, but I mean, with the good time I had, I think it deserves a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay. I was going back and forth between a 4 and a 3.5. I'm gonna go with the 3.5. If it's a little more realistic. So,
Todd.
Or Todd.
All right. I am. I'm a 2.5. I'm probably not the target audience for this movie, though, so I'm not really.
You don't want to be an empowered woman.
I didn't say it.
No, he's the opposite.
Like it. It's fine.
Get back to the kitchen, bitch. What's wrong with you?
It's fine.
I am a 3.5 also. This is one like I could show my wife or my mother. It's like
it's like
I could watch this with my mom.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad family, movie night if you need something where that's, a little bit more entertaining than just watching fucking Uncharted or something.
Just watch Shadow of the Clouds.
Tom Holland.
Motherfucker, stop talking about that piece of shit.
I'm literally I own that in UHD on Voodoo, so I'm watching.
Anyways, I
Speaking of Tom Holland, Spider-Man No Way Home is out on digital. If anybody cares,
I don't.
Well, I know you don't, but I do. I already bought it.
I don't think Tom Holland has any talent, from what I've seen.
Dude, his crying alone is fucking incredible. Have you seen you saw the movie where he's a fucking junkie, the army junkie? I can't remember the name of it. He had a bald head. He did really well.
I saw him in that. That True Story. He was like the son of. I can't remember. I mean, it wasn't a big role. That jungle thing. About that British explorer. I can't place it off the top of my head, but
no, he's a talented actor. But if you don't, it doesn't rub you the right way. You can't really do anything about it.
I don't know. I don't get it. He's not an action star to me, but
okay. He's no Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No Jean-Claude Van Damme. Definitely no Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Full of shit, dude.
Where are the action stars nowadays? I don't want to see
we don't.
This guy as like an action star. Who you see in the 80s like Tom Holland? Like Tom Holland is the Terminator. No, it's
I can see him as Kyle Reese.
As who?
Yeah.
Kyle Reese.
Oh, Pugs, are you just fucking with me now?
No, he can play Kyle Reese. No. Why not?
Have you seen Michael Biehn? He's not a giant guy.
Yeah, he's a small dude.
Yeah. But Michael Biehn at any era would beat Tom Holland.
Yeah, calm down, Clint Eastwood. We know how it goes.
It's not an action star.
Okay, I will tell you this, Dan. Right. Okay. This is just like professional wrestling today, and my issue with it. There's like no men left because everyone's a little. I mean, it's a different era. There isn't like that, and that's why you don't have a Schwarzenegger or Stallone in an action movie anymore. You don't have a. Well, I mean, you can name whoever for wrestling, but yeah.
And Jamie, you would make a great female action star. We will make it happen. Flesh Wound Features original.
Just make sure it's not one I'm directing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the origin story.
I do agree, and I don't dislike the guy by any means. I mean, seems talented, but like Hook, I don't think he'd be as over, 10 years
MMA made that shit okay.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not shitting on the guy. I don't dislike him, but
I didn't mean to bring up wrestling. This is my fault.
So there you go. You brought it up. So
I pop when he comes out. I think he's cool. I'm waiting for this.
I recognize the appeal. not for me. And just I mean, not just. I don't know. I don't consider him cool, but I do think the younger fans would consider Hook cool nowadays. You're cool, Kruger. You would beat the shit out of Hook. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. My money would be on Kruger for sure.
There you
and
go.
if Kruger decided to fuck up Clint Eastwood, I would go with it.
I would never do something to Dirty Harry like that.
You got it. Dan, if once he kicks your ass, though, Kruger will pull him off you. And then they'll both start on you.
Clint Eastwood. In Clint Eastwood's prime, Clint Eastwood would have beat the shit out of me. I'm just saying now.
Interesting side note, Dan's nickname is Dirty Harry, but for other reasons.
All right.
I'll own it. Greatest adult film star of all time. Anyways, where were we?
We just rated No Exit.
Okay.
Did we rate it?
Yeah, we did. We rated that one. All right. Main eventing tonight because it's full moon. We're gonna. Huh?
The Seed? Continue.
No, that's a very disappointing opener. All right, second match movie. Beyond the Resonator from writer-director William Butler. In this sequel to the Resonator Miskatonic U, which we covered, the malevolent interdimensional machine is still channeling monsters, but this time things get even more complicated with the arrival of mad med student Herbert West and his dreaded reagent. All right. So yeah, we did cover Resonator Miskatonic U if you go back a ways.
A year, right? Almost a year.
It was.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I do want to throw it out here. We're going to cover this more like TV because they're releasing in 30-minute increments. So I think once this chapter of these three come out, we'll kind of like give an overall thoughts. But it is something we
so it's scheduled for 3.
Yeah, it's 3. This one will be 3 parts. I think that's why they're going to be like 30 each.
Okay.
Because the last one ran about 70 minutes with 2 parts.
That one was great.
Yeah. All right. So, Kruger, I know you were a huge fan of the first one. What do you think so far?
Yeah. So this, continuing the story, we get back the demon succubus woman, but we find out some of her lore now. Her being, I think, what do you say, the daughter of Cthulhu? Or
yes.
Yeah. It just like that alone had me super interested. They actually brought the gore a lot more in this one. I think, like, from the whole, like, as far as just regular gore, I mean, the first part of this, Miskatonic U had more creatures and stuff, but this, I mean, we had some really nice gore bits, and I was really impressed. The new Herbert West, granted, nobody's going to beat Jeffrey Combs, but this guy, he does a good job. I mean, I was really impressed with him. I like his performance and everything he brought to the table, and this just left me wanting more. I mean, we kind of leave off on a cliffhanger, so I'm really eager to watch the next episode. But I mean, this was a hell of a start, and I'm really excited that we're getting a 3-parter now.
Fuck yeah. I'm with you, because minus the blue balls, this is fucking fun as hell. I love the fact that they changed the animal from a cat to something else. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but I was like, that.
We can talk spoilers because
okay, cool.
If we're doing it like TV, yeah, full warning.
A koala?
Yeah.
Never in my fucking life would I have been like, oh, we should do a koala. That's awesome. Now I want a sloth, a Todd sloth. Throwback to a few years ago when all those memes were awesome. I again, no one's gonna replace Jeffrey Combs. However, this dude rocks. When he was first introduced, I'm like, please don't annoy me, because like his face annoyed me, and I remembered, oh yeah, he's probably supposed to have that annoying presence. So I'm like, yes, this is great. Yeah, this is fun. I want more, and I want it now. If I can just pay to get it all, I'll take my fucking money, because I don't want it. I want the movie, or the whatever we're calling these. Is this a movie or like shorts?
I think when all of them are together, it's a movie. They started this with trophy heads way back.
Yeah, they sell it on the Blu-ray like all together, I believe.
Yeah,
okay,
like
cool.
You can get Resonator which is the first two parts on its own.
Yeah. The one thing I'll say too, it does give me such CW vibes, doesn't it, Pugs?
I get that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like the CW like teen stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really reminds me of that. But I mean, definitely way more gore than CW.
Oh, yeah.
And the look and feel of it too.
Yeah. I was concerned when the college dude was talking to a girl on the phone around a bunch of lockers. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, this is a little tricky. Is he a freshman? But other than that, fuck, just take my money and give me all of them. This is great. Yeah. I don't see anybody not liking it. Speaking of that, Dan?
Oh, I'm a full moon guy. I mean, I wish I had the full 90-minute movie for sure. Because this 30-minute thing, I mean, you're just kind of getting into the thick of it. But hey, I was in with the other one. Full Moon, we've talked about it before. They don't have the budgets anymore to do a lot of things. I couldn't imagine. I don't want any more Puppet Masters from Full Moon, and I'm a fan. But I'd rather see that go to somebody else that can still pull it off.
Where is the Littlest Reich 2?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like the second best Puppet Master.
I don't even.
Number one for me.
I couldn't believe how much when I loved it when I saw it. I know Chris was here, and I was surprised he liked it so much too.
Yeah, there's a couple things I can see that fans pick at it, like little things, but man, there's certain things that Full Moon just cannot do. They can't do subspecies. They can't do trancers properly. I'd like to see others take a stab at that. But they have pulled these off pretty well. You can tell, I mean, obviously very low budget, but I think this stuff works. And as a Lovecraft super fan, I thought I really enjoyed the portrayal of Herbert West in this one as well. Jeffrey Combs is fantastic, but I don't think it's fair to compare that. It's a new actor, and I think he embodied the character.
He's very obviously trying to. He's being that Herbert West, and there you can tell Full Moon's being careful, which is why the fluid is a different color, because that's not. He doesn't own the rights to that. Like, he can't just remake Reanimator because he doesn't own it. So,
it's complicated because H.P. Lovecraft is public domain.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's little tweaks. He's walking the line with the Herbert West version he's portraying.
Yeah,
and it's obviously kind of remaking Reanimator. So, he's got to be careful. I mean,
certain things I think still have issues. I mean, that's always been one of the hurdles with some Lovecraft. There was a Richard Stanley interview recently, and he talked about it. It's like it's because it is public domain. There's certain stories that some studios just aren't going to throw like $150 million at because they don't.
We were so close with Spectre Vision, so fucking close.
It doesn't seem to be giving up. So we'll see what happen elsewhere. But yeah, I'm down for more Richard Stanley anything. But yeah,
I was going to say something else on this one too, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I honestly, now that I've been thinking about it as we've been talking, we may not get it till the following month.
I'll cry, dude. I'm really upset.
I'm hoping we do the 2-week gap because April 20th is coming up really quick, and that means it's time for new Evil Bong.
I wish I liked Evil Bong more.
Well,
that's not. I don't know. And I'm a Full Moon guy, but in the realm of Full Moon, Evil Bong is not.
But I think
I need to try them.
You know what? We'll talk. We have a month.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm happy with this so far. Like I said, it does feel like the very beginning is something you might prefer to just watch that 90-minute version once it's all done. But I'm
definitely revisiting it for sure.
Yeah.
That the way this ends, it's like I gotta wait.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it's
with no stinger either. No after credit scene. The fuck?
Yeah, they're just
I remember what I was gonna bring up. Okay, this is the editor in me. Okay, there's a part where you can obviously tell they're using stock footage of the campus, but like it's like you can see like the banner what would say the college name and it's just blurred. I was just like,
I noticed that, yeah. I'm forgetting it, but
I know, but I was like,
they really don't have a lot of money to do these anymore. So as long as the sense
Dan bought that studio he has in, what is it, Ohio?
Yeah.
So I know they're making them all. I watched that last one, Letter In,
Letter
whatever
In.
what. No, I think it was that. No.
Hotel
It was
Letter In.
No, it was another one recent, like another one of the original ones. That there's only been one part so far that I just didn't like. We didn't cover it. I just watched it. But
yeah. I'm happy with this so far. I'm curious to see more. And like I said, full moon forever. I hope they never go away. And
it's not bad being second to Trauma.
Full moon's way up
Dan,
there.
don't make me cut you out of this show.
Hey, I like Trauma, but Empire / Full Moon. They're up there for me. But I'm not arguing. The Trauma stuff I like. I really like, but
I like subversive cinema. So
Toxic Avenger alone, better than anything Full Moon's ever done.
And as we know how I feel about Toxic.
It's also like the late 90s, early 2000s in particular. I mean, obviously I'm a big Puppet Master fan too and all that, but Full Moon was really there for me at that time. Like I said, Hideous, Head of the Family, Sideshow, and Dark Angel, The Ascent, all that. That was just amazing. Dark Angels 94, but that was just amazing Full Moon entertainment. And
so are you telling me Eve's Beach Fantasy was not awesome, Dan?
No, I believe that was the recycled Playboy Channel era.
No, it wasn't recycled.
Well, now they kind of see that's the thing.
No, Dan, you're thinking no. I'm talking about Eve's Beach Fantasy from Trauma, not the
I'm sorry.
Full Moon recite.
Yeah.
And the fact that you didn't immediately know,
I did not.
Eve's Beach Fantasy is kind of hurting me a little bit. If I would have said Tomcat Angels, would that have worked better?
That would have worked better.
Okay.
But, yeah.
One Full Moon movie I actually just recently watched for the first time was The Lurking Fear. I honestly wasn't really a big fan, even with Jeffrey Combs.
I get that.
It plays out like
with Rutger Hauer.
No, I haven't.
Add that to your list. I'd be curious what you think. It's DVD only right now.
Cast a Deadly Spell is on HBO Max.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, I told you that when HBO Max started.
So bad. I want a Blu-ray of that so bad.
Well, Warner owns it. Maybe a Warner Archive one. You never know.
Yeah, I don't need extras. Just get that one out on Blu-ray. Another one that came up in a chat recently, and I don't know if you guys remember it, but do you remember I want to say 93, it could be off on the year. I think it came up in we were talking about it on Region Free. The Randy Quaid Frankenstein, the TV movie where he played the Frankenstein's monster.
I don't remember this at all.
I do not, but I feel like I must see it now.
Yeah.
It's a Warner Archive, just DVD for $9.99 on Amazon, and I want to revisit it too. I saw it way back in the day, but it's like one of those movies I just hadn't thought about in a while. So, yeah.
Get on that, Dan.
We'll make it happen. Randy Quaid, and I want to say Patrick Bergen was Dr. Frankenstein.
If we're gonna, I do.
You definitely saw it.
I do.
I think it was like a TNT original in '93.
Yeah, and if we're speaking of Warner Archive ones, I recommend Death of a Centerfold with Jamie Lee Curtis, based on what's her name, Dorothy Stratton. Also, Star 80 was the theatrical one.
Yeah, Mariel Hemingway. Yeah, I have that on DVD. I think that's on. I think that one is on Blu-ray now.
I've never seen it.
R80. I'm surprised.
We can do it Dorothy Stratton. I think you'd enjoy them both. And the performance of Eric Roberts in the feature one is awesome. You know the case though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know Eric Roberts. I mean, he's been in B-movie purgatory for like 30 years now, but people forget like some of his early stuff. Runaway Train is an awesome movie. King of the Gypsies, Pope of Greenwich Village. Eric Roberts was like poised to be like the man in Hollywood. It just, kind of faded out for him, but great actor.
No argument.
He's in a couple of Batman movies, so he's cool with me.
Yeah.
We have spoilers, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, sorry, spoilers.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna talk about Eric Roberts for the next 20 if we don't. All right, let's hit the spoilers.
All right. So the Seed, the fucking goddamn little alien prolapsing out this fucking blanket of tentacles out of its dick, and it engulfs the women and fucking hits fucking all the right spots for them, and then fucking mind controls them. I mean, that scene definitely reminded me of the shunting, which I thought was really fucking awesome. And then, the whole trippy mind control scene where, he's showing like, oh, he came in a spaceship and that wasn't really a meteor, it was a spaceship, and there's a horde of them coming to Earth now. And then we have this weird psychosexual scene where this entity's having sex with one of the girls. I mean, that shit was just fucking badass. I mean, it was just so awesome. The way the fucking stupid little puppet's like shaking its head, like laughing while he's doing it too, maniacally, like it's just goofy and awesome. And the one thing I popped pretty hard for was when they made Charlotte kiss the 15-year-old. Like, that fucking cracked me up, except that 15-year-old's kind of a pussy. Like, he should have stuck around and tried to get a little bit more.
True, but a real reaction of him running away, I fucking died, dude. Yeah. Fuck these bitches. Yeah, right? Where's he going? Well, if he would have kissed him somewhere else, I guarantee you he would have fucking manned the fuck up.
Yeah. And then Charlotte, the one thing that I'll say about this movie that I don't think a lot of people get is, there's definitely a subtext here about women having to sleep with nasty motherfuckers for fortune and fame. And I think like that whole theme played well because Charlotte, I think the way the creature lured in the two other girls was through like kind of showing them, how their life would be if, they discovered this alien or whatever, which obviously wasn't ever going to happen. He was going to impregnate them. But Charlotte didn't have that type of greed in her because she didn't really care about any fortune or fame. So I think that's why she was able to break. Yeah, and I think that's why she was able to break like the aliens thing before it could impregnate her. And then just the whole fucking scene where the girls are puking up the fucking black and their stomachs are all rumbling. I mean, that was so awesome. I loved how I think her name was Deidre, how like her face was just like from her eyes down looked like face paint just with all the black, and how crazy she looked at the end. I like
that look too. Yeah.
And then when she fucking we think it's all over and we think Charlotte's shot dead, and Deidre ends up killing the Tinder guy. The 58-year-old guy on Tinder that they found.
Dallas, I think his name was.
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah. Which I thought was funny.
Me up.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's that guy. That was pretty funny. But I like the way Deidre looked with her tentacle arm and just like looking all sorts of fucked up before she gets a bullet put in her head, and then that final shot where Charlotte looks up and. Yeah, and then when Charlotte looks up and sees all the, meteors and the spaceships coming down, I mean, man, I would just love a fucking Gremlin-style version of this, where these fucking nasty aliens are impregnating women all over this fucking town, and like somebody's just running around with a shotgun blowing their fucking heads off. That could be such a good time.
You just made my dick switch.
Gizmo's like fucking you. I mean, I don't know. That's
that's why it'd be more entertaining. I mean, Todd. I know Todd's into this fucking little creature.
Let's not skip over the fact that Kruger just pitched a movie where we're shotgunning pregnant women across the fucking city. Yeah. Take my money. How do I make this happen? This is fucking fantastic.
I mean, that would be great. And and also
abortionist with a shotgun.
I forgot to fucking mention the scene where the alien's showing Charlotte what he did to her friends, and we see the fucking birthing scene and the pregnant belly starting to pus out, and then all these fucking eggs shoot out like a fucking fish giving birth. That was goddamn disgusting. And some awesome body horror.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to watch this again.
I've watched it. I've actually watched it twice so far.
Nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. But the sequel with all the pregnant shotgun, fuck yeah.
I booked the better movie.
Oh, that pregnant shotgun? That was Kruger.
I said, yeah, you booked.
Oh, I thought you said I booked the better movie. Well, you normally toot your own horn, Dan, so that's why I got defensive.
I did not book it. I did not. You get all the glory for
shooting pregnant women. I want them 5 months and on too. No, this first trimester bullshit.
Just imagine the imagery of these pregnant women fucking running around. Hold on. Let me finish the scene. We're outside the bar. These pregnant women are running around. Boom, shotgun, boom, shotgun. They walk into the fucking bar, and it's like 5 of the aliens having just a straight up orgy, but they're also like smoking cigarettes and drinking beer while they're fucking doing it, and then just shotgun massacre. They're fucking perfect.
I don't know why, but I think Dan's inclusion is going to be something Snitsky kicking a baby. That's just what my gut says it's going to be.
I'm thinking Jean-Claude Van Damme. Blow us away, Dan.
Your star, Gallagher.
Oh, that's pretty funny. he can be the old man saving the day.
Stop. I gotta ask, Kruger, do you know who Gallagher is?
No.
Okay, that's how you know it was a Dan idea.
Prop comedian. He smashes things. He's really funny, actually.
I've seen
really good stuff.
Twice and not very far.
Don't sit in the splash zone.
He's a bit dated, though, to be honest.
No shit.
If it's Black Gallagher, I'm all in.
Moving on to No Exit, I just want to say that bitch should have stabbed the fuck out of that pedophile. Like, god damn it. Like, the fact that he's sitting there.
Shut in.
Well, yeah, shut in. Not No Exit. Yeah, shut in.
That was another issue, and I didn't want to spoil it, but yeah. Stab him in the fucking wrist. He's dead.
Yeah, me and Pugs were talking about that. I'm like, he's sitting there. She lit him on fire. His eyes moved when she checked if he was still alive. So why wouldn't you just slit his fucking wrist while he's asleep? What the hell is wrong with you? And then she goes and doesn't just kick him in the head a couple of times to make sure he was knocked out or something. Like, come on.
Yeah. And if you're worried about being arrested or anything, you're fine. Like that dude broke in. You're fucking fine.
He said he was coming to collect payment with her little baby.
And dude, when he started yelling "little girl," I was like, "Oh my god, is this gonna get that fucking dark? No way!" But yeah, that pissed me off too. Like even if you didn't kill him while he was under the thing, when you're not comfortable with him being there while you're out, he's still not moving.
Yeah.
Double tap. Bash this dude's skull in. You had a fucking can that you were cutting wood, the door trying to get out, your fucking dumbass. Slit his fucking wrist. Remember, it's down the street, not across the road. Make sure you get it right.
Yeah, the one thing too, I was like, she couldn't find something better in the mason jar lid to fucking try to cut through this thing. Like, I don't know, maybe the fucking cross you've been staring at. Like, you couldn't file that down or something.
I honestly thought that she was gonna just start stabbing the door or break the thing off. Like, it's like, I know she's only fucking 75 pounds, but it's just a wood door. Start breaking it. Like, just find a weak part and just punch, push.
That mama bear strength should have kicked in with her.
Yeah.
About to get.
Yeah, that is a big thing too. She could have killed him. She had enough of his hands. She could have just.
Yeah, but not.
That's a pretty big.
When the baby fell, That's when she's like, I'm just gonna break through the fucking ceiling. And eventually she did, but it was a whole different thing.
Yeah, I think she just wasted too much time. Like she was there for what, like 3 or 4 fucking days, and she like slept every single night. I'm like, sleep, don't go to sleep. Get your fucking ass up.
You got work to do, bitch. Go get your kids.
See, I thought she was gonna pull a no exit and take a bump and then try to get through.
Oh, I did. I actually, when I was watching, I was like, oh my god, is she gonna be like Popeye? Is this her spinach?
Dude, I popped for that in no exit though. When she takes a bump to take the fucking nail out, that was so fucking awesome.
It was.
Yeah. Oh, I did when the killers or the kidnappers were revealed in No Exit. I did think she was going to be a part of it, and when it was not revealed that she wasn't at first, I was like, "Oh, that's a little disappointing." And then after, I'm like, "Okay, cool. We still got there." I like that a lot. Then her face is just so interesting.
Dude,
yeah, I was thinking my name is Earl. I know, what is it, Dale? I know her first name sounds, kind of like a guy's name, but it's like I can't remember off the top of my head now.
She will forever be known as Cat in the Bag Lady.
Dale Dickey.
Thank you. Yes,
Dan, you need to get on them. You would love that show.
I think you would like it.
No, I'm not even joking.
Todd, you also.
Todd watched it.
Oh, them? Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
You remember we all fucking watched it and then we didn't review it. I don't think.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Right.
Got it, Dan.
Are we done with spoilers?
Yep.
I think so, yes. Pat, I haven't heard. Have you gone to? I haven't really heard you talk about a Dollar Tree movie hall.
Well, I don't tell you everything I buy, but I was going to go the other day, but then the kid said there was no good toys there, so we ended up at 99-cent store.
Oh.
And homie knows.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's nothing's 99 cents anymore.
Yeah, it's like $1.25.
You know what? Surprisingly enough, at Dollar Tree, their book selection is never great, and I would think they'd get in a lot of like books, but the books are not like the movies, unfortunately.
Well, some people would say the same about the movies, though, Dan.
Well, there's a good mix of stuff, though.
I agree, but I'm saying some people are going to look at those movies like, ew, what the hell is yoga hosers?
Oh, well.
I'm just using one as an
there's a lot of good MGM stuff. It may not be household name kind of titles, but there's some really good MGM movies there.
People are expecting Spider-Man.
By the way, just because we're at the end of the show, Todd, Raised by Wolves. Get on that shit.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Best show on television by far, and it's not close.
Well,
stop. Hold on.
Damn it, Tommy. So you can be quiet over there.
Don't listen to Dan. Listen to me, Todd.
Okay,
it's
I'll
fucking
listen.
good. Like season 2, it's not. It's so much different than the first season.
That's the biggest hurdle, though. It's like I got to get through, and at this point, I have to start over the first season.
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Not really. As long as you remember the last episode, you're good.
I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I was like,
fuck.
Oh, I thought you finished the season.
No,
and you're like, I don't like it.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Oh, it gets better
this is too Prometheus for me.
You don't like Prometheus?
We've had this discussion before.
I don't remember having this discussion.
We did. Maybe you blocked it out.
I probably did. That hurts me. But whatever.
And you know what's even worse, Bugs? It's in 3D.
Who are you?
Todd, we need to watch it now.
You know, whenever the new Alien comes out and I decide to watch them all.
Did you watch Covenant?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
More than Prometheus.
You're fucking nuts.
I didn't say it.
You don't like science fiction, really.
It's still
like
nuts.
Popcorn science.
No, I don't like your science fiction, Dan. I don't like Star Trek.
Are you watching the new one, Dan? The Picard season 2 or whatever?
I actually just started it. Yeah.
A bunch of people were crying about it. I don't follow that shit, so I don't know. But like, I can't trust the internet to give an accurate.
There are issues with new Star Trek. I mean, it's better than the Star Wars stuff for me still, but
so now I just don't care at all. You fucked it up.
Dan only is referring to the films. That's all Dan knows is the films.
Here's the thing about Star Wars.
We don't need to get in this conversation. I'm sorry I asked.
Where's the mute
There's
button?
so much of it though. I think even you would grant me that.
No, I would not.
You consider
look, I am a fat fuck. I am a glutton. If I like something, I want more of it. So give me more Star Wars.
But it's not on par with the original movies.
Well,
which I like, by the way. I don't hate on.
We're not talking about the new trilogy. I'm talking about the TV. That's on par with the old stuff.
Fucking Clone Wars and Rebels, dude. Mandalorian's fucking amazing. Anyway,
is it the Boba Fett one? I hear a lot of people say it's not that great.
A lot of people are fucking assholes. Boba Fett was awesome.
I know a lot of people like they want. That's a whole thing. That's a whole show.
Mulan, like the figurehead, and that's what I know. A lot of people are bitching. I haven't watched Boba Fett, so that's
Mulan?
what like, the Mulan actress Ming-Na Wen. They said it's more her show than Boba Fett's. It's like something I've heard from.
No,
I've heard people complain about the Boba Fett thing, but that's not the one. Then they only liked one episode because of their.
She was awesome. Any fucking way. Fuck Star Trek. What else is going on? Pimp or shit? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Maybe I'll watch Crisscross because I don't know. I remember Goldie Hawn's song.
God,
that's about.
I was just gonna make a horrible jump joke, so I'm just gonna move along.
No, let's get the fuck out of here.
Too many dad jokes this week, so.
Oh, Indy doesn't like Boba Fett either, so there you go.
No one's perfect.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, thanks for hanging out with us late tonight. And again, X.
Fuck, keep it going.
Don't want me to post tomorrow.
No, that was an X. My finger slipped.
Oh, that's okay. X live review tomorrow, fresh from the theater. So check that out. And good night, guys.
Todd.
I'll shine. Ah, damn it! I can't do that.
I'll see you in Disneyland.
Oh.